His punch is fast, strong, pinpoint.
Caught perfectly.
He's got defense, he's got speed, he's got footwork.
He's one of the best combination punchers in boxing. Always balanced.
If he asked me what's a perfect fighter, I'd say it's Inoue.
There's a lot of lore around Naoya Inoue because he doesn't do media. He doesn't really talk to fans. So it leaves a lot to the imagination.
Do general sports fans know him like maybe Sugar Ray Leonard or Mike Tyson?
Naoya Inoue
is not the scariest fighter right now because of his insane knockout, power, precision, and speed. He dismantles top opponents with ease, breaking them down mentally and physically with his devastating body shots. Relentless aggression and technical mastery make him a nightmare for any boxer who dares to step in the ring. Mike Tyson was thrilled while talking about Naoya Inoue. Amazed by his skill and dominance, he was blown away by Inoue's precision, speed, and sheer power, even comparing him favorably to Manny Pacquiao despite fighting in the lower weight divisions. Inoue' ability to systematically break down opponents left Tyson in AEW. He admired how easily Inoue dismantled his competition, calling him one of the most efficient and dangerous fighters in boxing by the end of watching Inoue in action. Tyson was so impressed that he admitted feeling goosebumps, showing just how special and natural he is.
That's wild.
Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monster. This is a monster.
Crazy dude.
Yeah, let's check him out, man. Ikuki, what's his name?
This guy, Naoya.
Yeah, let's look at some of his fights. He's a mean fella.
Where's he fight?
He's a Japanese, 118 pounds, but wow, he was like 108.
Boxing?
He's a mean son of a... Oh yeah, you can see this bad mouth. He don't look like much. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was little like that. Just as good.
He looks like a pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these.
The most efficient hunting machine in all of boxing.
He's vicious. The Monster.
Oof.
That's a bad guy he beat too. Broke him down. Ooh.
118?
Yeah,
who the hell fights in that division?
Bantamweights.
Yeah, but who?
Some bad motherfuckers. Yeah, some killers. Ooh, break him. Ooh, the Monster. He beat him so easy.
Oh, I love it.
The Monster.
It's a good piece, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it gave me goosebumps.
Fucking Monster. He's a mean little
Mike Tyson has openly praised Naoya, referring to him as the Japanese fighter and saying that he is the best fighter in the world. This is a big compliment coming from Tyson, one of the most feared and respected boxers in history. Tyson's recognition of Naoya's skills solidifies his place among the best fighters of today.
Japanese fighter's the best fighter. In my opinion, no, I'm nobody, but I think it's the best fighter. Michael, he's 122 now, right?
He's 122. He'll be going to 135.
Why don't they fight 132, something like that? Both of us, yeah.
Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest boxers of all time, has stated that Naoya Inoue is his favorite fighter right now. Pacquiao sees Inoue as a fighting fighter and expresses hope that he will continue to achieve success in different weight divisions. Coming from an A-division world champion, this endorsement adds immense value to Inoue's image.
Do you still watch boxing now? You're still into it? Do you enjoy watching boxing?
Yeah, because, boxing is my passion, so that's why I enjoy watching boxing.
Do you have a favorite fighter now that's active?
Right now, Asian, like Naoya,
Inoue, amazing fighter.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, and I hope that he will accomplish in different weight division also.
Yeah, he probably will. Such a quality fighter.
Fighter Jones Jr., a legendary junior lightweight champion and one of the most skilled boxers ever, has stated that he thinks Naoya Inoue is the pound-for-pound #1. Jones Jr. has always admired fighters with high-level skills, and his recognition of Inoue further cements the Japanese star status in the boxing world.
Paying him every year, but that is a bad dude. You understand me? They don't give him the credit because we don't see him that much. That dude right there, I think that dude really is pound-for-pound #1. He just don't have the competition at that weight class to have that big fight to get it right now. And the United States don't know him because we don't have big fighters in his weight class over here that we know that good.
We only see him against Fulton.
You feel me? So that's all, you feel me? The one that we did have, look what he did to him. So he really #1 pound-for-pound, but because he don't have the opposition to prove it, I got to leave Bud there.
Right.
Shown respect for Na, calling him a great fighter. Davis went a step further by saying that fighting Inoue would be a dream for him. This praise from him, one of boxing's most explosive knockout artists, highlights how highly Inoue is viewed among Inoue fighters.
Inoue is
The color hair? No. He is good.
21-0, undefeated. He's a 3-division champion. He's a big puncher. He was champion 112.
Fuck Bam a puncher. He is good. Who's that?
Inoue. Yeah, he's fighting this weekend.
He is good. I'm gonna watch him. That's the one you can ask where he come from, though?
Yeah. He's Japanese.
Good. His placements and everything.
Footwork,
Yeah.
defense.
He's 29 years old, and I said that 28. But I said that Manny Pacquiao and Triple G didn't get famous till after they were 30. Tank, are you willing to go down to 118 and fight him?
I can't get the 118.
But if you could, it would be fireworks.
Carl praised Nanoleon Monster for his dominance, calling him a 4-weight world winner and a 2-weight. Is a disputed champion who looks nearly unbeatable, demonstrating sharpness, impact style, and tight defense, highlighting his ability to block, slip, and counter with. He has an unorthodox balance at footed pressure mixed with light footwork when in range, high-speed accuracy, and devastating body-head combinations, making him an elite fighter. Though it's been clipped before, in no way does it recover strongly. Stressed that Inoue hasn't put a foot wrong and remains one of the most dangerous FIG fighters today.
In very, very good fashion. So Inoue, the monster, is a 4-weight world champion. He's actually a 2-weight undisputed world champion. And he's just, is he unbeatable? Well, he looks unbeatable. And the fight ended at the start of round 7. Listen, Inoue is sharp, he's compact, he's got a nice tight defense, he blocks shots with his gloves, but he also got quick reflex slips, he slips back, he's on his toes. He's on his toes and light when he's in range, but he walks in kind of flat-footed. He puts pressure on with his feet, walks in with that tight defense, and he looks solid. But I think with his speed and his counterpunch, his accuracy, and the fact that he's punching hard body and head and looking to counter most shots that come at him, he's just such a good fighter. I mean, he doesn't really put a foot wrong. He gets clipped with the odd shot. I've seen him on the floor once before. He climbed up to win in emphatic fashion.
Donaire, a future Hall of Famer and multiple division world champion, has said that Naoya Inoue is the strongest and toughest fighter he has ever met. This is a massive message coming from Donaire, who has fought some of the best in fighting throughout his career. Inoue pushing an elite fighter like Donaire to his limits shows his greatness.
When it comes down to a lot of things, you know, I think the best guy that I face, and maybe perhaps if I was younger, it might be a different story, but at the moment of who I am in this time, I would say Inoue is the toughest that I've faced, or the strongest that I've faced.
You mentioned Inoue as probably potentially the best fighter that you faced in your career. What is it about him that gives you that distinction?
I think it was like facing the younger me. You know, there's just a lot of similarities in terms of power, explosiveness, and sometimes intelligence, you know. But I think a lot of it is given the similarities is what makes it more difficult.
Sean Porter is a form. Sean, the lightweight world champion, has stated that champion Ja Inoue has the ability to become the next Manny Pacquiao. Praised Inoue's eye-catching and impressive performances and suggested that he could capture the attention of the American audience in the future. This shows how Inoue's fighting style and power are making waves beyond Japan.
Listen, before we get to
like the first 3.
We gotta preview Haney and Garcia. We got some time left, but we gotta get to this whole madness on this whole Naoya Inoue madness. Twitter.
I know a thing or two. I ain't in this. I know a thing or two about, running into issues, problems.
Man, I just listen for context. If you did, I don't know if they clipped it wrong or what. The question that was presented to me by Jim, do you think Inoue should come to the United States? Not, do you think he needs to come to the United States? If he said needs, I heard should. So let me go on record for saying that. But basically, what I was trying to convey to the audience is I think that this is exactly what I said. I think it depends on what Naoya Inoue wants. Does he want to be a star in boxing, or does he want to be a star in Japan? He's clearly a star in Japan. I'm gonna go on record for saying it. I wouldn't leave Japan. If I'm a star at home, why would I leave home?
Ryan Garcia has shared thoughts on N, saying that he thinks that Na has the potential to become a multi-weight world champion. Garcia is also an ex-champion, earnest in fact, in Inoue in the future. This statement adds to the growing opinion that Inoue can continue to rise in weight divisions and achieve legendary status.
Because I believe Inoue can become a multiple weight world champion. So I'm thinking, what if one day we fight at 140? I'm talking about future, and we do it in Japan. It'll be huge, huge. Mark my words. If it somehow plays out that way, I think that fight will be one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time. Remember, I just said that.
Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest boxers in history, weighed in on Naoya Inoue, saying that Inoue should come to America and face Mayweather. Mayweather also admitted that Inoue is a hell of a good fighter. This shows that Inoue's skills are widely respected even by one of the most dominant champions ever.
The kid from Japan, Inoue. So when you see, he got the victory over Cool Boy Steph. Cool Boy Steph, he's not a heavy puncher, good boxer, but far as, Inoue, it was a Filipino fighter. He had fought twice, Donaire. So Donaire was giving him fits in the first fight. And if I'm not mistaken, Donaire was somewhere close to 40 or 40 years old when he fought him the first time. Whereas, and he was in his 20s. So he should have knocked him out in the first fight. Fighting the guy, like I said before, at that age. What I need Inoue to do is, I need him to come fight in the U.S., random blood and urine testing. I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I don't want to take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff from my playbook.
Bam Rodriguez, a boxing star, admitted that he is a strong and skilled fighter. However, he noted that it's just a matter of time, pointing out that a time point could be in the near future. This adds an interesting. This talk is about Inoue's long-term success.
Because the Inoue one is like, that's the super fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's the big one.
Yeah.
Do you think, because he's at, 122? He was saying they may move him to 126.
Yeah.
How far away do you feel like it would be before you, can go?
I mean, I say like maybe a few years, 3 to 4 years before like we're in the same weight class. But the Nakatani fight's more reasonable right now just because we're closer.
When you're looking at somebody like Inoue, right? Number one pound for pound Inoue, what do you see that make you feel like you could compete?
He's a good fighter. He's strong. He has skill as well. But I mean, I have the whole package too. So I mean, it's just a matter of actually stepping inside the ring with him. I could say something, but I'd rather just show it.
As far as weight, do you feel like the weight would play a fact?
Well, by the time we're in the same weight class, I feel like I'll be a lot older, wiser, stronger. So I mean, it's just a matter of time before these fights happen.
Happiness Oxing study. Renowned revealed that he put Naoya Inoue as his number 1 pound for pound 4-pound fighter. 3 said he saw the promise of Earl Esau Gonaprey early on in offensive skills. This shows the skills greatness was not sudden but rather a long anticipated journey. Elaborated on his thoughts about Inoue is saying that Inoue was already on the road to becoming the next Manny Pacquiao. However, Atlas Pacquiao, pointed out that moving up in weight has different limits for every fighter. This shows that while he has the potential for greatness, there are greatnesses ahead as he goes through divisions.
Yeah, I think he already has been on that. He has already been on that sort of, journey, going towards like a Pacquiao. I don't know if he can go that many weight classes. There is a limit to your body structure, to your skeleton, to your, the size that you can properly handle that extra weight and still be efficient and effective in this game. There is a limit. Another great fight, he didn't do as many, but Lomachenko, and you saw, he won 3 different weight classes, and then you saw a limit to how far up he could go, I think. And then Crawford is a great example. He's gone up a lot. Now you're going to see, he's skipped a couple. Now you're going to see really, if he could do the extraordinary and go up as far as Crawford wants to go up now with Canelo, so that would give us a little light into the question you're asking, how Crawford does. If he does good, then you can start to say, all right, then maybe Inoue can go up a couple more. He's already gone up in an extraordinary way. The classes that he's gone up and been so effective going up that there does come a limit. But again, I see no problem going up another one here. It would be a great fight with Ball because Ball is, excuse the pun.
Michaela Meyer, a top female boxing champion, has stated that she is ready to show him. Inoue is in Japan and doesn't necessarily need to come to the US to establish his legacy from the mayor's viewpoint. Inoue's power is by worldwide, and he doesn't know why. In America, it is getting legitimacy.
One of the best in the world. There's no secret to that. But how do you compare him to everybody in the fight game right now?
No, I think he's definitely up there pound for pound. I mean, he's super explosive. He's stopping everybody.
Yeah.
You know, he's a little bit less of a presence here in the United States, so it's like hard to really follow him and like become like a huge fan. But no, definitely rate him. He's a great fighter.
You feel like he has to come here to the States?
I mean, this is like, he's obviously doing a great job in Japan, right? He doesn't necessarily need to. He's making the money. He's gonna, you know, he's doing what he's got to do.
Yeah.
But like, there's a difference. I think there's something special about making it in the United States. Like, it's a little bit more difficult. It's a harder market. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge. If you really made it, you've made it in the United States.
Various boxing experts have varied and broken down what makes Nino such a great fighter. Ayala is a nowhere and speed fighter. IQ and precision experts continue to praise his precision and all-around skills and his ability to dominate abilities. His winning in different top 8 classes is what sets him apart from others.
Inoue went against the rope. Good right hand off the rope. He's fighting off the ropes now. There's not a part of his game I haven't seen. He's been everybody this fight. Good right hand to the body. Good jab. I mean, Paul Butler can't hit him with shit. Look, you see that? The footwork and the head movement. Right to, that left came so fast after the right to the body. Yeah, he hurt him. Butler's down. That's it. He's knocked out. 11th round. He broke him down and knocked him out. That is amazing because he tried to open him up. He tried to counter him. He tried to give him confidence. He chased him the whole time. He found a way to pick that lock and knock him out. That's an all-time great fight.
Flat out, he's my favorite fighter in the world. Watching that guy fight, and waking up at 6:30 a.m. to watch the undercard to get ready for a Naoya Inoue fight has become a bit of a pastime for me now. I love it. I'm up there. I have my espresso. I'm sitting outside watching. My neighbors hate me because I'm yelling at the camera at 7:30 in the morning. Every knockdown that happened in this fight, and there was a bunch of them. I mean, I was screaming at the TV.
Ariel Others, a well-known sports journalist, has said Helwani has spoken about sports journalist is still constantly fighting Inoue. This statement serves as a reminder of fighting. This is not just a past success, but continues to be one of the most dangerous and powerful fighters in the sport today.
There's 3, right? It's him, Usyk, Crawford. Everyone probably has Usyk #1 now. But it does seem like every time one of those guys fights, they kind of leapfrog the others just momentarily. You know, while we're prisoners of the moment. I love watching him fight. I'm excited to watch him fight.
Yeah, but there'll be no jump for Inoue this time.
Well, yes.
Minus 5,000. Even if he knocks the guy out in the first minute, the first round, there's no jump. What I do respect for Inoue is that at least he's still fighting. I mean, he's had a couple of cancellations against Sam Goodman, and he could easily say, you know, I'm not fighting. Let's just move on and we'll fight someone big in America or in Saudi Arabia. Obviously, heavily linked to be on a Riyadh season card, but he still wants to stay active. The thing now is, though, we now want to see some super fights because there are super fight opponents out there. Nakatani's one that everyone's been screaming about. Let that fight happen, right? Whether it be in Japan or, again, in Saudi Arabia or the US.
Promoter Eddie today has taken a controversial promoter Naoya Inoue claimed that he is a disappointment to Japan. Inoue's opinion stands in contrast to the widespread praise Inoue gets from other figures, making it an unusual take on Inoue's career. Figures and Hearn's criticism of Naoya Inoue's career. Hearn thinks Inoue has avoided facing certain challenges, adding a layer of controversy to his otherwise highly praised career.
Inoue is straight ducking MJ Akhmadaliev. He's been ordered to fight him twice, right? He's had 2 gimme fights now instead of fighting Akhmadaliev. And now, well, tomorrow, no, Monday, the WBA will write to Naoya Inoue and they will say, enough's enough. You have to fight Akhmadaliev next, or you will be stripped of your WBA world title. He has ducked Akhmadaliev twice after an order. Now he's getting ordered for a 3rd time, and he will give up his right as undisputed champion rather than make a mandatory defense against Akhmadaliev. What? Tell me a better fight at 122 than Inoue against Akhmadaliev. It doesn't exist. So you're ducking the best fight in the division. And I can't understand it. Like, and I don't even think it's just coming from the team. They don't like the fight.